Thursday. It's a 3-vegetable dinner, and in our family we love pizza, and I make pizza almost I make it at least once a week. So we love this type of food where it's like meat and cheese and vegetables and bread. I love bread. I want to incorporate vegetables into our diet. And my husband, he's a meat eater, and he likes meat. So a meal without meat is, I don't know, an appetizer to him. So I figured, why not combine all of it and make a quick and easy to make dinner, which is a meat pie. And I use pizza dough for the base, and then all I have to do is just take some ground meat, and we usually take ground turkey, and I take whatever vegetables we have at the time. Usually it's just onions, carrots, celeries, and cabbage that I put in, so that makes it 4 vegetables, but we won't count the onions. So yeah, so stay tuned and I'll show you how I make it. And it's delicious, and it goes so well with a tzatziki type sauce, like yogurt or kefir sauce. And if you're interested in checking out my kefir sauce, it's I'll put a link down in the description box, or you can just browse to my channel to find it. And if you're interested in the yogurt mint sauce that I usually make, just leave me a comment, let me know that you would like me to share that with you guys. But because I won't be making it tonight, so stay tuned and keep on watching. First, I'm going to make the pizza dough, and this is not the traditional pizza dough, so the authentic pizza makers will probably shake their head. But this recipe does not require that much flour, and all I'm using is water, flour, yeast, and some salt to season it, and that's it. That's all we need. So I'm going to pour about 1 cup of warm water. Then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of the active dry yeast, and I'm using the yeast in a jar. If you have packets, you can just use 1 packet of dry yeast. And if you read the instructions on the label, it will say that you would need 2 1/4 of a teaspoon yeast. But because we are not using that much flour, 2 teaspoons will be enough. Now I'm going to wait for the yeast to dissolve in the water. That will take about 5 minutes or so. Now it's time to add the rest of the ingredients. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to add a little bit of flour, just a little bit, probably 1/4 of a cup at first. Now I'm going to stir it up, and it's always good when dealing with yeast bread or yeast dough, it's best to add the flour gradually. So I'm adding about 1/4, 1/3 of a cup of flour at a time. And a total, I'm using about 2.5 cups of flour. This is the consistency that the dough should be, a little tangy and sticky like this. If you add a little more flour to it, then it will be more doughy. The bread will be more doughy, so it's up to your liking. I chopped up my vegetables: 1 medium onion, 1 celery stick, and 1 medium to large carrot, and about 1 cup of shredded white cabbage. So I put everything into a blender, and I put the onions on the bottom for the blender to easier blend everything. Now I'm going to pulse it a few times. So this is the consistency that I like. It's not too chunky and it's not too puree-like. Here I have the vegetable mixture, the 1 pound of ground turkey, some seasoning, salt, pepper, black pepper, and some thyme, and a little bit of Mediterranean seasoning. And now I'm slightly mixing it all together with my hands. I'm incorporating it all into one even mixture without over mixing. Now I have prepared my pan, baking pan, and I lined it with some parchment paper, and I'm going to use coconut oil. You can use whatever oil you like, virgin olive oil or sunflower, canola oil, whatever you like, and just spread it lightly on top of the parchment paper, and make sure that your hands are very greasy, because the trick for dealing with this dough, because we didn't put that much flour into it, it's kind of sticky, so your hands need to be oily. And that's okay, because you know, if a little more oil gets into the dough, we didn't put any oil into the dough itself, so yeah, just spread it out evenly onto the baking form. If you're using a square or rectangular baking form, just adjust it. Now I'm putting the meat and vegetable mixture on top of 1/2 of the dough, and I'm trying to spread it out evenly so that it also bakes evenly. Now I'm going to take the other half of the dough without the mixture and flip it over, just like so. And I'm going to seal it so that the filling stays nice and moist after it was baked. I like to double seal it just to make sure that everything stays inside the pie. I cut away the leftover parchment paper so it doesn't get dry and burn in the oven, and I brushed the pie with some egg wash. I baked the pie in a preheated oven at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. Now the baking time may vary depending on what kind of oven you have, so just keep that in mind to make sure that the meat is fully cooked. This is such a delicious and light pie that your whole family will enjoy. You can serve it with some fresh salad or any creamy sauce like yogurt or kefir sauce, or even just by itself. So that was my meat pie recipe. I hope you make it and enjoy it. It's quite tasty, and I make this recipe or this meat pie probably once in 2 weeks or once every week sometimes. So it's pretty easy, and it incorporates a lot of what people usually like: bread, meat, and vegetables. So it has it all in it. I hope you'll tune in tomorrow for my next video, Fact Friday, and have a healthy day. Thanks for watching. Bye.